Aerobars are designed to make you more aerodynamic and therefore faster. If, however, you're not confident on them or you're in the wrong position, then the benefits become questionable.
Yeah, getting started on Aerobars can be really quite difficult. So here is our step-by-step guide on how to use them.
Start off on a turbo, because here there's no balance issues and it's also a safe environment. And then if you get a friend or a coach to look at your position, you can make any adjustments safely before you're heading out onto the road.
So to start off with, you want to make your position more comfortable. You'll have plenty of time to get more aero and aggressive with your setup. So you want to raise your stem or your aero bar to make the position less challenging. And if you can, also try tilting the aero bars upwards to help.
Changing position, whether that's swimming, cycling or running, takes time for your body to adapt before it becomes normal. So make sure you allow yourself plenty of time to adjust to your aero bars before you intend to race on them.
Riding on the turbo is one thing, but moving forwards whilst you're outside can be quite difficult to start off with. Now, it may seem counterintuitive, but actually riding with a little bit more speed is easier than going slowly, simply because you're carrying momentum, so the bike is a little bit more stable. And when you're starting out, perhaps try finding a flat, quiet section of road, or if you're really lucky, maybe a closed circuit nearby.
Start by taking one hand off. Feeling confident, indicating or taking a drink will set you up really nicely. And then once you're happy with that, it's time to start trying the aero bar. So with one hand at a time, just place it on top of the aero bar. When you feel comfortable, drop your elbow down and then take it back. Make sure you repeat this on both sides. And then each time do it for a little bit longer. Ride along in that position with just one hand down. And then when you feel ready, you can just bring the other one across.
Keep the time in the aero bars fairly short to start off with. You should try practicing going into and out of your position regularly, as you need to be confident getting to your brakes and so that you can corner safely. And then when you're happy with your new position, start increasing the pace and spending a bit more time in them.
Once you're comfortable riding aero bars on the flat, it's time to practice your descending. Now, don't forget, you'll take longer to get to the brakes because you'll have to come off your bars and onto the hoods. But to start off with, just find a nice straight, gentle slope, something like this, where you can feel confident. And same goes for cornering. You need to practice that, but on nice, gentle, sweeping corners. And when it comes to sharper corners, it's best to come back onto your hoods for better handling. When it comes to uphill though, if you're going slower than around 12 miles an hour or 19 kilometers an hour, it's probably worth coming out of the aero position because the benefits are pretty negligible, and then you can stretch your back off and just get a little bit comfortable.
But taking on food and drink whilst in the aero bars is a little bit more of an advanced skill. If you've got an aero bottle between your bars with a straw, then all you need to do is locate that straw with your mouth while staying in the bars. But then if you're using a normal bottle between your bars, or you've got one on the down tube or behind your saddle, then it will require you to get up out of your aero bars momentarily to grab that bottle. So it is a little bit harder, and you should practice that a little bit in training.
Being on the aero bars puts strain on your lower back and your hamstrings, and can also tighten your hip flexors a little bit more. So just make sure that you keep on top of a good stretching and conditioning routine so you can still get into that efficient position.
A great way to improve your skills in the aero position is to challenge yourself, and there's no better way of doing that than to do a race. But rather than trying to put it all together in a triathlon, why not enter a local time trial bike race so you can try it all out beforehand?
If you ride on your aero bars regularly, you'll be surprised at how quickly it'll feel just as natural on the bars as it does on the tops. Now, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to GTN for free, and if you've enjoyed this, hit the thumb up button.
And if you want to get some swanky GTN gear like me and Heather are wearing, then click on the link to go through to our shop. And if you want to see a triathlon jargon buster video, just click down here.
And if you want to learn how to train for your first triathlon, then watch this video here.